Good day, everyone. How are we all? Just give me a moment while I get myself sorted. Oh, and of course, the dog just decided to let himself be known with a nice waft of smell. All right.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm like, wait up, still going, still sorting myself, still sorting my life out. And then Angie's like making me so I can hear myself in the background, and that's no good for nobody. All right, how are you, Dawn? How's it going, my sweet? Alrighty. Hey, Mona. Mona. All right, it's like super early in the morning, and I am so not prepared, but that's okay. I'm just going straight through YouTube because that's how organized I am. So I've got to figure out what I'm doing again because I don't know. Which is always the way, and YouTube puts it backwards. So I'm like, what am I looking at? Thank you, Gaynor. Hey, Gaynor. Thank you very much. It's lovely. Thanks, Dawn. Yes, thank you. Yeah, for you guys, it still is my birthday. For me, I'm past it. So I get to have an extended birthday because you guys get to do that. I'm like, that was yesterday for me. I've been there, done that. Slept on it, moved on from it. I'm now older, another day older. Woohoo! But thanks, Mona. Yeah, so that's the adventures of my birthday. I'll tell you about my birthday in a sec. I'll give a bit of time for everyone to get in. While I figure out what I'm doing, I'm turning this lovely lady upside down. That's the first thing I'm doing. Woo! All right, she's upside down. Maybe I should just turn the whole book upside down. That way I can actually keep a line of what I'm doing. All right, whole book's upside down now. Wow, 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 wow. There we go. No, well, YouTube, because it's backwards, I'm like, I don't know how to use it all. Because I usually go through StreamYard, and I'm like, where am I putting myself? There. That looks good. So how is everyone? What's the goss? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Has it started to warm up yet? Because I can tell you now, it hasn't started to cool down here yet. I'm like, oh my God, it's disgustingly hot and humid and gross. And I'm like, can we stop with that now, please? Enough of the hot weather. Let's get into colder weather. Anytime soon would be great. Thank you. So yes. Yeah. All righty. Just getting some pencils out. Thank you very much, Renee, and hello. I was getting up for you this morning, and then my brain went, no, you're not. And I woke up and I went, oh, I missed it. I was like, but I needed to sleep. Yeah, I know you weren't well. I'm glad you're better. I was about to ask that, was if you were feeling better. I'm glad you are, Dawn. So I'm just going to continue doing colored lines. Let's hope for the best, hey? So how are you, Renee? Have you fully recovered as well? Because it got you big time. And I wasn't here last week. I've been as busy, which is normal. Like, I'm sure you're used to that. It's like, oh my God, every time we talk to you, Tammy, you're busy. Yes. Do I see any break in the busyness in the near future? Nope. It's even more busy for the next few weeks. It's a month or so. Next couple of just listen, just busy. Hey Yana, how are you? I hate when you're all better now. Good. Glad the headache's gone away. I hate when you get those headaches that just don't go. Did you get the snowstorm, Mona, or not? We've got hot, humid rain, drizzly weather. I'm supposed to be going for a drive today. Going on a Sunday drive today, which for anyone not in Australia means, you're just going to go for a little drive. For a Sunday drive in Australia means we're going to go for a 2-hour drive today. 2-hour drive one way and 2-hour drive back the other way, just for lunch. That's what we do here in Oz. So I'm heading off so I'm just sticking with the same carb Othellos. I haven't changed any colours or anything from where we've been going. The colours I'm using are 560, 570, and 590. Yeah, it is nice. So going with the going with the boyfriend. We're going to go down and have my birthday lunch because we couldn't do anything yesterday. Because for me, I go to do to sit in a 5-hour policy conference for politics. That's what I do for my birthday. Woohoo! And then I had a hen's party, high tea to go to. But yeah, doesn't that sound thrilling? 5 hours of politics on a sad day on your birthday. Wow! It's like, woo! Living the dream. And what's even sadder is Georgia came with me and was very active in the discussion and the talking and stuff like that, and wanted to come to do it with her mother. I'm like, oh my God, what have I done to my child? What have I turned my child into? But no, she did exceptionally well yesterday. She spoke on behalf of the youth of our area and had some valid points in regards to that. And I was very, very proud of her. Yeah, well, that's it. I've got to celebrate my US birthday. And we did have drinks and dinner Friday night as well. So we kind of had like a, little get together here, drinks and that kind of stuff. Whoa, a foot of snow still. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, Amy, how are you? That foot, well, yeah, see, I'm still snow. No, it doesn't snow in Melbourne. That's the only rude thing. Yeah, we don't have time for that. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. It depends on when I've got conference to when I've got to go and come back and stuff. So, yeah. So Georgia I was incredibly proud of my daughter yesterday. She did a phenomenal job. And I was sitting there like a little proud peacock going, that's my daughter. And the politicians at the front that were kind of part of it, one hasn't really had much to do with my daughter and the other one has. And his face was just like, who is this child speaking? And because Georgia looks way older than she is. And the other politician was like, yeah, she's mine. She belongs to me. Basic in a basic sense. And it was like, yep. So and then when we got home from it all yesterday, Georgia had written me a poem song and sung me a song, poem or happy birthday, whatever, that she had written, a sonnet. Let's call it a sonnet. That sounds good. Hey, she had written me a sonnet for my birthday. Hey, Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is coming together. I'm actually. It's nice. It's very bright. It's not normally my go-to kind of thing, but no, I'm having fun with it. All right, got that one. Now I'm going to come along and go to these ones. They be the ones. They be the ones that we go to. Yeah, so I was very, for not a very exciting birthday. It was just a birthday, like it's not one of those milestones. And I'm not a big birthday kind of celebrating person anyway. It's just a birthday. I got very well spoiled. I'm just saying, I have wonderful friends and family. And family that are friends that are family, if I say that. So like, my best friend and Angie and all of them, they're what I class as family. So I got incredibly spoiled, and yeah, the boyfriend did really well in his gift choice. Like, oh my Lord. If I didn't like him before my birthday, I certainly like him now. And not for what he bought me, for the thought that went behind what he bought me, if that makes sense. I got up him for what he actually got me, and I'll tell you in a sec. But it was the thought that went into that was just mind-blowingly kind and awesome and lovely. One Pisces to another, yay Pisces. And I know, but I've decided, see, you're in the other side of the world, so I can't say this is the reason for it. Is like I always sit there and say, because there's so many March babies. Like I had 3 students having a birthday on the same day as me, and a colleague's son, and then my other housemate downstairs' birthday today. My stepmom's was on Friday. Like there are just, and my best friend's is in a week's time. There's just so many, and my brother's in a week, all of them. There's so many birthdays in March, and I always sit there and go, well, clearly everyone needed to warm up a little bit in June. Okay, because June, as we know, is the traditional, also the traditional marriage month. So I sit there and go, I always say I'm a wedding anniversary baby, and so is my brother. But other than that, people just needed to warm up somehow. And 9 months later, hello. That was kind of what I think happens. That's my thoughts anyway. Hey, Catherine, how you doing? But, all right, what am I doing? Some pinky pinks. Pinky pink. Pinky pink, pinky pink, pinky pink. Hello. How you doing? So yeah. So I've got so you want to hear about what presents I got? Do you want to know? Do you want to know what I got for my birthday? I've given up even trying to look at this side now. I'm just winging it as I'm sitting here. I'm sure you have kind of gathered that. I don't have time. I'm like, let's just get this done. So that's called Tammy's just going to wing it. It's like, do you want to know what I got? All right, so I got a sonnet off Georgia, which was beautifully sung with the ukulele in the background. So it was spoken sung. It was very much sonnet style. It was very lovely. I felt like I was Juliet being serenaded to by Romeo. No, it was beautiful. And I loved actually her little poem. It was a nice little, ditty kind of thing, and she did. It was cute. And then Emily got me a rose quartz tree of life dream catcher so that I have better dreams and I can dream about love. But it's actually beautiful. It's already above my bed. It was very thoughtful and lovely. Because for me, it's the thoughts that go behind it. And then I got some roses and some earrings from my best friend, and I come home and it was on my bed, and I'm like, I love the fact that you, because I don't lock my house, just come in, let herself in. Left it on my bed. I'm like, you're a legend. And then Angie done what she got me was phenomenal. So she got me some hand potted Japanese ocha, so green tea cups, and the glazing on them are spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So I got that, and then a little ladybug pendant to add to my charm bracelet, or to my moon necklace when I find it. I'm still frustrated to be somewhere. And then and then a beautiful poem about soulmates. The fact that soulmates don't have to be like, romantically soulmates, that we have soulmates that come into each other's lives as friends and so forth. And it was beautiful. So I've got to get a frame out and frame that. And then I got a candle and some chocolate. And then my mum, I love my mum. She got me the most hilarious card because I'm going up to see her soon. So she's like, there's no point getting it. And I'm like, there's no point getting me anything anyway, Mum. But because she thought she was coming down here, but didn't come down here. And yeah, anyway. But so I got the funniest card, totally inappropriate card for a mother to send, like a 70-year-old mother to send a child. God. It was very rude, very full of innuendos. And she likes to modify the sayings inside the card too. And I absolutely cracked it when I opened it. And I'm like, oh, man, I love that you're my mum. I am so thankful. So, yeah. And then might as well talk about what the boyfriend got. So the boyfriend got so there's a drink that I really love, which is called 43. It's a Spanish liqueur. If you like liqueurs and like probably things like, see, to me it doesn't really taste like anything, but I'm trying to think what I could lead it to. It's like it's not a Kahlua, but it kind of like you drink it like a Kahlua. Frangelico, yeah, kind of, yeah, a bit like Frangelico. But yeah, so it's 43 and is what it's called, but it's basically like I call it like a butterscotch liqueur. It's to me what butterbeer would be if it was an alcohol. And you just have it over the rocks or however you like. But anyway, but it's called 43. Hey Bonnie, how are you? So called 43 and so he bought me a bottle of that because I got him onto it as well. I get most people, once they have it, it then becomes their new favorite sipping liqueur. And See, but as I pulled it out of the box, out of the bag, I'm like, cool, bottle of 43, it's awesome. Okay, it's not a cheap liqueur. It's you enjoy it. Let's put it that way. It's a reason it tastes so good. And I'm like getting it out of the box, and what he had gone and done is he had gone and got printed or found Harry Potter stickers and had changed the 43 to 9 3/4. So I've got this bottle of liqueur now that's no longer 43. It's now 9 3/4, which just was like, as you could imagine, to a massive geek like myself, the most thoughtfulest of, things, and unexpected. Like, I don't expect everyone to get my geekdoms. So that was really sweet. And then I opened the card, and he'd bought me like a 5-year-old Avengers birthday card that when you open it, it plays music. And I'm just like, I love that you get me. Like, that was brilliant. Like, this whole Avengers superhero card. And I'm like, that was the bomb. And like, he's written, have a magical birthday and all that kind of stuff. And I was just, yeah. And I was slightly under the influence of 43 at this point in time. So I was like a little bit emotional, actually, for me. It certainly pulled at the heartstrings, that action. So it was a little bit cutesy. But yeah. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bonnie.
Bob. How you doing, Bob? Bob, 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 Bob.
Bob. But that's not it. The next one I'm still trying to process. It's a thing. So that was all good. And then there was some paper folded up in the card. And I'm like, okay, cool, no worries. And then I opened up the paper and then threw the paper and ran out of the room because said could not handle what the paper actually said. I do believe that there were some words that I can't repeat on channel, said as I was running out of the room, trying to deal with what I just read. But the idiot, and I'm calling him an idiot because it was ridiculous, has purchased tickets to the Cursed Child, Harry Potter's Cursed Child in Melbourne. And it's the VIP experience.
Yep.
In the stalls. I'm like, what have you done?
Yeah, digable.
And then last night when I decided to actually look at the paperwork a little bit more, has already bought accommodation. Accommodation. And I'm like, So yeah, so we're going on and I'm like, am I ready for a trip away with this boy? Going away. But yeah, so we're going to Melbourne in a few months to see the Cursed Child. It's the week before it finishes. It's showing in Australia. So I'd resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to get there to see it, and I was like, oh well, it is what it is, But now I am in fact going to be going to see the Cursed Child. Which I'm a little excited for. But yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, because I was like, when I had to process it and deal with it, and I'm like, not freak out and run away because that was a bit too much. And I've said to him, it's a bit too much. I've got to work this out. This is not who I am. I don't take gifts like this. And I didn't think we were there yet. But so I've had to like work through it and stuff like that. And yeah, so So I sent him last night the restaurant, like the best restaurant I've ever been to in my life is just around the corner from where we're staying. So I sent him the link to the restaurant last night. And I'm like, I am paying for flights. I will pay for food. Like, you know, it's like, no, like seriously. Yeah, so, but I've still got to deal with it. And I said to him, I said, I don't think you understand. Like the last, dalliance I had, I said, the guy left his pajamas in my house and freaked me out. And I said, and then started talking about even thinking of going on a holiday together. And I said, and I ran for the door. I said, and here you've gone and done this. Yeah, basically, Anna. Yeah, we're there now. So I'm like, okay. Okay. So that's where we're at. Yeah, so it's been. What was it? Last weekend I was away. Didn't stream last weekend because I was at work down in Brisbane. Awesome weekend. I'll tell you about that in a second too. I've been busy. There's lots to tell you. Lots to catch up on, people. You need to tell me about your stuff too, so you're not just listening to me babble on. Because otherwise I'll just babble on for like the whole 2 hours, and that's no fun for everyone. We all got to have a chat. So yes. So I assume now I actually have a boyfriend. I think we've upgraded. Yeah. So that's right. Dakely. I'm just going to kind of twist it a little bit so that I can not get my hand in it as we continue upon the joys of pastel life. Where am I going? The green. All right. Sorry, going this way now. Thank you, Mona. It is starting to come together. Like, I'll turn it back around the other way. She is actually starting to come together. She's starting to look pretty good. Where am I going? Sorry. I spin you right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round. Bob, I love it. Oh, thanks, Bob. You love my coloring or just my ridiculous antics of my life? Both are a bit crazy. It's kind of my world. I got to tell you about the story of my weekend away last weekend. I haven't even got there. Oh, thank you, Renee. And it's funny because I just sit here and I'm just enjoying talking at the moment. I'm not even paying attention to really what I'm doing. But thank you. I'm just picking up using the eraser just to pick up. There's a little bit of smuttiness because obviously this part's been well leaned upon. So I'm just picking up some of that color before I go in and add to. It's been sealed, so like I've put sealant over it, so I'm just getting the stuff that's sitting on top. All right, so yeah. So yeah, what? So last weekend, okay, I wasn't on stream last weekend. If you had noticed, don't know, maybe not. It's like I'm here, I'm not here. It's kind of that way. I've got to figure out if I might be able. Renee, when do you guys go into? Hello, Jamie. Thank you very much, and that's okay. You just listen upon while I chat away in Babylon. And love to you, and thank you. When do you guys go on daylight saving? Like, when does your times change? When do you come forward? I think it's April, but tonight. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that forgets that. All right. Next weekend, probably I won't be streaming as well because I've got to go to the markets. I was thinking I'd come on an hour earlier, but no, she's all good. I'll just come on and hang out in Renee's stream for a bit before I go to the markets. That sounds better. But I've got my market stall, the one I go to every few months. That's next weekend. So yeah, well, see, I knew it was coming up. I just didn't realize it was tonight. That's like, wowza. That's right. Well, there we be. See, I never change, so we don't get daylight savings here in Queensland. So I think we go back. You guys must down south must go back soon then, the next couple of weeks. Thank you, Dawn. Big heart at the bottom of the chat corner. I have no idea.
Do you know what?
Oh yeah, too. Yeah, I thought it was. That's why I thought it was April for them too, because I knew it was around April for us usually.
It's more.
So I don't know. Close enough. Just a couple of weeks where it messes everyone up because they've gone forward and then that goes back and la 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 la. What am I doing? I'm confused. I've lost my train of thought. Anywho, yeah. Oh, markets next week. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
So I got markets next week. So yeah. Hopefully, go sell some stuff to pay for Georgia to go to Japan. That's kind of my goals at this point in time. Paying off that. I thought I had 2 years to pay off Europe, and instead I've got 6 months to pay off Japan. So I'm like, yeah. And now I've got to pay for a trip to Melbourne as well. And I'm going up north to my mum's in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm like, yay, no money for me for the next 6 months, which is fine. It just means not spending so much money on me. I'm very lucky. I get an income that allows me to do that kind of stuff. Cool. See, that doesn't come up on mine because I'm in the chat room kind of thing. So I don't know.
Doing the ball.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not on Angie's either. So who knows? Maybe it's just a different things. YouTube might be upgrading stuff. It's rolled out to some people because I just come on before and I had this thing about moderation. I could change the toggle of the moderation activity and stuff. And I'm like, well, that's a newbie. But then I don't usually use YouTube, so it might not be a newbie. Right. How's that? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Is it? I was going to say it might be a phone thing. Oh, that's cool. So if you click that, oh, like a quick way to do emojis in the chat. That's pretty cool. It's on. It must be on the phone thing. Hold on. I'll open up live chat in my phone, and I'll show you. Where am I? My channel. Oh no. No, I don't have it on mine.
Yeah, well.
Oh, and you can do things. Yeah, I don't have it on mine. So it must be something that's getting released out with updates. But yeah, I don't have it on mine. Angie's got it on hers to throw up things all over page. Yeah. Cool. So we'll see what rolls out the next few weeks. But that's cool. Love when upgrades happen and you're like, whoa, I had enough trouble keeping up the last set that you did.
Yeah.
But, oh, the sound of pastels screeching across the paper. Weird. Very crazy, but yeah. Oh, look, I'll get Angie. I'll show you.
Yeah.
If Angie doesn't mind me using the phone.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a little heart emoji down here. And if you go on it and you click on it, like little hearts come, like Facebook live chat and stuff. When they do that, you can get it flying on up. And then there's like, oh, celebrate, it's my birthday. Woo! You can press that and it kind of goes up through there. I don't see it, so it must be something that's rolling out. I don't know. Yeah. So it looks a bit like, that whole Instagram and Facebook thing where you've got live reactions. Oh, wait up. I did remember seeing something in live chat about live reactions. No? No, that wasn't it. No. 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 I don't know. Whatever. You sent party outs earlier. That's cool. So it must be something that will slowly feed out. That's cool. I like that. You can send me love immediately. Be like, ooh, I'm getting some love. Or some laughy faces, which tends to be the way. That's pretty cool. All right, let's bring her bit down so you can actually see her. But very cool. So obviously we need to keep aware that there may be some changes coming into the chat. You said party hats. I know. I'm like, that's so cool. But I don't see it. So,
Yeah.
which is a bit rude. That's okay. Oh, Renee's got it on her phone too. Look at that. There you go. Well, I'm missing out. I'm going to crack a tanny because I want it too.
You forgot.
I want it too. Not fair. How come they have another number? I want it. I'm going to be sad now. I want to throw laughy emojis and love. I'll just do this. There we go. There's my love heart going across the page. Hey, Sanette, how you doing? Yay, someone that feels the pain of the ongoing summer that won't end. Oh, Casper, your rank. Oh, my Lord, dog. But it wouldn't surprise me because that super coat's not grain-free. So I think that's been a bit of an impact too.
You got it?
No. Could be a medication, but could be a lot of things. Casper's obviously clearly expelling noxious gases into the atmosphere right now.
Oh.
It's all right. What? Oh, Renee. Thank you. Well, what? No. Thank you very much. Toxic. Yes, Jamie. Thank you so very, very much. But unnecessary. But thank you. Always unnecessary in my books. I just come on here because I love you guys. That's the whole purpose of me doing this. Like I said, I'm very lucky. I can just, I'm blessed that I'm in a place that I can do those things. But anyway, but thank you. And I'm very I always don't know what to say because I'm just not used to. I don't. Anyway, thank you. I'm just going to say thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. That means so much. Yes, thank you. And that's it. Like, I'm pretty slack recently, but I just, like I said, I'm so busy. And it was like the boyfriend, speaking of him, he was like, oh, I'll come a little bit earlier. And I went, no. And he goes, because he's picking me up. And he goes, I'll just hang out. I said, no, you won't. I said, from 7 to 9 on a Sunday morning is my time with my friends online. No. And he's like, oh, and I went, no, this is a non-negotiable. No, I don't want you here. And he was like, okay. And I went, it's just how it is. So he's like, all right, I'll be there after 9. I went, thank you. That's when I look forward to seeing you. And I think he was a bit shocked by that. I'm like, I don't want you here early. I don't want you here interrupting my space with my friends. I'm like, no. Oh, Loomies. Oh. Well, if you'd said that, I would have said, keep your money.
Yeah.
And I'll pay for the Loomy holder. Because I love your pencil holder. Yeah. So, but no, I'm very, and because I know that in the next few weeks, I can't come on every week. I'm very precious of the time I get to spend with you guys. It might not seem it, but this is important therapy for me.
Hey, you do a ball?
So, well, I can't. What do you mean? What color? Do you know me at all? Everyone will just answer. What color? Let's see. Let's see who knows Tammy well. Hey, one's on it. Do you even know me at all? In fact, look. Yeah, even wearing it today. Wore it yesterday too. Do you guys want to see my art that I did during the week? My therapist, my psychologist gave me homework.
Do you know?
And and I went, I'm not going to do it the way you say to do it. Yeah, metallic red's great. Yeah, that sounds good. No worries, Amy. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a wonderful book, Amy. You should look into getting it. Probably turn it upside down. It's a really awesome book that's just come on. So yeah, Magical Worlds of Ambiflage by Sasha Afghan. I don't know how to say it. Sorry, I'm turning it back around now. I don't know where I'm going with this book. It's just going on a ride. Awesome. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it. I love the colors. For someone that's not into bright, so I'm like, it's beautiful. All right. Okay, let's come in with some tealy bits. Some purple. No, I think I only put the. I don't know. It would be downstairs because I took. If you bought 2, I would have put it downstairs with it. So maybe you only bought 1. It's all right. I have lots. This is. We're never going to finish the book. So between the 2 of us. Hey, Heather. How's it going, my lovely? My beautiful northern friend. Oh no, be downstairs.
Oh.
Oh, Emily was telling me there's a huge one in the house the other day. Or should I show the people on stream? Hold on, I'll be back in a sec.
Oh.
Wait a minute. What have I got you? Where'd you go?
Around the bowl.
Gotcha. Now I've got to get in underneath it. That's too heavy. I need a piece of like cardboard paper. Cardstock and stuff. Thanks.
Iyo, tingnan mo na.
Hold up. Oh, I've got his legs there. Oh, I cut off his legs.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, my boy. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that with the thingy. Is anyone scared of spiders? Speak now. Forever hold thy peace. Gonna show you a normal Australian lifestyle. All right, too bad. So here we go. It's like, can you see him? Come from the side. There he is. There he is. Hey! I'm about to go release him, however, but I accidentally cut off one of his legs when I caught him.
Here, look where.
I'll be back. Everyone's like, I know, I'm out. No, I'm out. So he honestly, they are the gentlest. They are the gentlest of spiders. They are called our huntsmen. That is our house spider. And he's only a little one. They're called our huntsmen. He is actually the spider you want in your house. He keeps down all the bugs. So he keeps all the other spiders at bay and all of the other bugs at bay. He's actually a big friendly giant. Is exactly what our huntsmen are. Not poisonous. Not everything in Australia is poisonous. He just looks it, which is why people like think. But yeah, we have daddy long legs are our house spiders, is what we call our house spiders, daddy long legs. But yeah, you're the snake, which is... Yeah, I did release him outside, yes. But I would never willingly hurt him, no. I did accidentally cut off one of his legs, which I feel horrible for, but he'll be fine. He'll still survive. Definitely wasn't my intention. But no, he's released to the out world. So he's go on to live a life outside my house, preferably. Whilst beautiful, I don't want him in my house. But I do need to go get some more spider spray because they're starting to come back. So I need to go to Bunnings. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Most people aren't spider people. They don't faze me. Spiders, snakes, in all, they don't really bother me. Clearly more cautious of snakes because you just have to be here. But pythons and stuff, they're beautiful. But I'm still not going to go try and pick one up in the wild because they don't need to be. I just acknowledge them and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, wolf spiders. Yeah. They look amazing. And that's kind of what our huntsman can, not quite as big as a wolf spider, but you can get some good chunky ones. Yes, I agree. They are magnificent. Oh, I was getting my artwork. That's what I was supposed to be getting before I had to get sidetracked by getting the huge huntsman off my wall.
Yeah.
I'll get in a sec. It's all good. Eight eyes, Kevin. Not the legs, the eyes. Eh? I love spider eyes. They are like mirror globes. They're disco balls on like real life things. They're so cool. Alrighty. I'm just gonna turn her back around so she's this way. Sorry, doing stuff. They're like, how cool would it be see the world with spider lenses? But it'd be like a wicked ride. It'd be like magic mushrooms. It'd be like, whoa, very cool. I wonder if I'll lose any subscribers if they come in to watch after the stream and they'll be like, whoa, spider, I'm out. Unsubscribe. Sorry, I live in Australia, people. If you were scared of spiders, probably not a good spot to hang out. Oh, well, unless you want to, I don't know, like have all your windows and doors closed. But ooh, who wants that? Moving again. I just got to be mindful because I'm working with pastels. I don't want my hand all over it. Macro photography is amazing. I love it. I love it so much. And it's just awesome. And it's so cool because, like, with the new phones, like the new Samsungs and the iPhones and stuff, the macro shots you can get even just on your phone are incredible. Like, I mean, they're not obviously what you get with proper lenses and so forth, but they're still pretty cool. It's like, I've got a SDLR, and I never use it anymore because I don't need to. Right. Press too hard. Go. Oh, yeah. So let me tell you about my weekend. Last weekend. So I was away for work. So I had to go down to the city, down to Brisbane for work. And it was a two-day work. And for where it was this time, we were put up at the Hilton. And I mean, like, if anyone stayed at the Hilton, you know how amazing the beds are in general at the Hilton. So that was exciting. I always enjoy it. And it's normally it was only Georgia and I going this time, so I didn't ask for anything extravagant. I just would share a bed, that kind of stuff. Sorry. And so we went along to the Hilton, and I got there. We got down there and went to book in, and they said, "Oh, we've upgraded you to the executive levels." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yeah, just enjoy the upgrade." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks." And then the executive levels, apart from being like on the top floor, had like the Super King bed, which was so cool. Super King Hilton bed. Oh my gosh. Did I want to leave it? No. So had that, went upstairs, and then realized that the executive levels also come with the key to the executive lounge on the top floor, which comes with free drinks all day long, like free, like coffee and soft drink all day long, which like, hello, free Coke, because they didn't have Pepsi, just so you know. Free Coke all day long and tea and coffee. But from in the evenings, it's free canapes and all drinks are free. So, if you drink, you drink. Like, it's like free. And they've got foods and all of this kind of stuff. And I was like, wow. And then I got delivered fruit bowls in the afternoon and to my room. And I'm like, well, hello. So I was like, wow, this is a life. And then free breakfast. And I'm like, usually I'm a tight butt. And, it's like I hardly spend anything. So it was good. So we got free breakfast. And because it was free canapes in the evening, we'd just go up and fill up on like salami and bickies and cheese. And I didn't have to pay for dinner. Sweet. So it was like we had the executive level. And I was like feeling very posh because I had booked us tickets to go see Hamilton the first night we were there. So then we got upgraded to the executive level, and then we were off to see a theatre show. And because I'd booked the tickets late, we were in one of the good seats because I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna suck it up and pay for it because I didn't get cheap seats like I normally like to get. So it was like, well, we'll go across to the theatre and do that. So across to the theatre we went to watch Hamilton after checking into our executive level rooms. I just like saying it like that, by the way. Sorry, I'm just coming along now. And then, yeah, so went across to Hamilton, Georgia, and that, oh my gosh, what an amazing production that is. So cranky because the guy that wrote it ended up performing as Hamilton the night after. Rude. He come and did a guest performance as it, because it's closing up there. But yeah, had come across to Australia, and I'm like, yeah, that could have been the night we were there, but no, it was the night after. But anyway, it was fantastic. It doesn't matter. It was such a brilliant performance. Like, for someone like me that can't sit still, for 3 hours, I was captivated. Absolutely captivated by it. So, and man, they must be fit because they don't stop. There is no downtime in that production. It is just go, go, go. And I'm like, you'd go home every night. Absolutely. There'd be nothing left in there. No. Evelyn, hello, my darling. Howdy. Yeah, so Hamilton, if you guys get a chance, if it's in your area and you haven't seen it, go watch it. Like, oh my Lord. So please. So we did the Hamiltons, and then so it's called, and then come back to our executive level. Yeah, it is so amazing, Evelyn. It's just nonstop dance and singing. Like, there's no speaking; it's all sung. Like, you know, that'd be exhausting in itself, just to have no downtime from the singing. So it's all singing and dancing pretty much. And it's like, oh, but phenomenal. Yeah. So then come back to our bed, and I was like, yeah, I got to get up and do some work in the morning. Got some schoolwork I need to get done. Yeah, no, I didn't. I was like, obviously those, it was like, yeah, no. I woke up in the morning and went, whoa, I need to get up. I got to get ready to go to work. It was like, okay. Sorry, I just got to pick up some black that's getting on her face. Oh. It's the beauty, because it's been sealed in. I can go in and pick up off the top. Oh, that's no good, Evelyn. No, probably not. No good at all. I think you need some sleep. Hopefully, the dulcet tones of my Aussie accent will send you off into the land of nodness. And you get a blissful sleep thinking about kangaroos. You missed the huntsman spider from earlier on. So we did Hamilton, and that was all good. And then the next night we just had a nice quiet night. I was exhausted because it's a 3.5 hour drive down there, so it takes it out of you. And so the next night we had quite an easy night. And okay, was up to his tricks. Thank you, Melissa. And hello, my darling. How are all the boys? And when I say the boys, I mean your husband, obviously, as well. I just call them all the boys. But then the night after that, one of my colleagues said that there was because obviously down at the QPAC at the theatre company, they run a few different shows. Like it's a massive theatre, and I think it has like 4 or 5 theatres within it. And they said if you go over and wait, you can get to the ones that weren't sold out. You can get rush tickets, like just to fill the seats. So we decided to wander on over on Saturday night just to see, and we went to one box office, and they said no, it's over at the other box office. But the lady goes, "I'll just stay here." She goes, "I can access it at the time anyway, and I'll get it for you. It saves you lining up on the other big line where everyone else will go." And I went, "Okay, thank you, my dear friend." And then. So we waited there, and then she's like, "Oh, I can't seem to get in." And I went, "Oh," I said, "It's all right. We'll go and we'll line up at the other place." And she goes, "Well, if I can't get in, he can't get in." And she rung him, and the other dude couldn't get in, and things were going wrong. And then she found her way around the system. So I ended up getting the first of the cheap seats. So that was good. He's chopped liver. I love it. Yeah, so went across, and so we got things, and we saw it. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up this. It's bothering me. Saw another theatre show. So went and saw Tick Tick Boom. So we did 2 theatre productions in a weekend. It was felt a little bit like, city life. And, we're walking across the river back from the theatre over to the city, and walking across the bridge. And I said to Georgia, I said, whilst this is so much fun, I could not do this. I couldn't live in this life every day. It'd be exhausting. So many people, so many, yeah. I always feel claustrophobic when I go to the city. Like, I just feel like there's no breathing air. That makes sense. Yeah, so I didn't really know about either. And when a colleague told me, I looked at what productions had the rush tickets available and just went over and waited. It was awesome. So I'll do that again when I'm down there next time. I'll see what productions got it on, and happy to wander over and pay way, way, way cheaper. Because I guess as they'd imagine, it's better to have someone in the seat that paid something than no one in the seat that paid nothing. So I'm like, cool, I'm happy to be that something. All right, I'm gonna leave it there while you guys gonna go get my art. You can look at my lady. I might zoom out a little bit. Well, I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit. Come on, mouse, wake up. I know it's early in the morning. I'll spin this back around so you can see how it's looking. I've still got a bit of work to do, but it's getting there. Former theatre major, yeah. The only reason I never did theatre is because I can't sing. So if I could sing, I reckon I probably would have gone theatre route as well. But I still obviously like theatre. I still do it. I've been Georgia's theatre group has already asked me, and I'm now doing the props and stage design for her next production of Firebringer. So I've got to make huge woolly mammoth and saber-tooth tigers and stuff. All right. So, yeah, I can't sing. I sound like me too. So my psychologist said that I had to kintsugi my heart. So, you know, put my heart back together and make it willing to blah, blah, blah crap. And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, oh, you can write down stuff and blah, blah. And I said, listen, I don't work that way. Yeah, Carbothellos and pastel pit pastels, but Faber-Castell, both. I prefer the Carbothellos. I think they're brighter. But anyway, there you go. There's my art piece. So it's so I rebuilt my heart in my own way. So I actually built my heart. So it's dimensional. and all of my, it's all gold, and there's the bricks that are coming. My heart, you break through the wall, and yeah. So this be my art piece that So I'll take it into my psychologist on Tuesday and go, here you go, need my therapy. I was like, and it was good because for a lot of the time that I was working on that, I was actually on the phone to the dude. So it was a bit of fun. So that was therapy in itself. Just having, yeah. Which is kind of good. All right. So I'm going to come back with the soft pastels now, because whilst pastel pencils are great, they don't lay down color like the sticks will. So I did film me doing that. That had the heart. However, I've got to edit it all together and like editing effort. So we'll get to it at some point. And it'll be to music, because in no way form do you want to hear the chat. Oh my Lord. I don't want to hear it when I'm editing it, so I'm just going to delete it, because I've got Angie was here. I thought, I was upstairs, was all by myself. So all Angie heard was us just acting like 2-year-olds on the phone. And a lot of the time I was talking to the kids and stuff while I was doing it, so it'll just be overlaid to music. But yeah, I did film the process of it. The heart was so cool. Before I went in and put the gold on it, the kintsugi kind of interpretation of it, it looked so realistic. I was like, it looked like a dissection plate. It was so cool. Hey, Jody, how's it going? No, I told her that she knows what I do. She'll just be impressed that I even did anything. Actually, she's going to be awfully impressed when I talk to her on Tuesday, about the steps I've made, and I haven't run out the door yet. So,
Oh, dear.
oh, Angie's going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, you carried a watermelon. Oh, yeah. Listen, Oh, my bad flirting. It's still not the greatest, but you know, at least I don't feel quite as awkward now. I feel a little bit more in control. But does he pay me out for my really bad lines at the start? Yes, he does. And I'm like, leave me alone. Have I checked behind the cage? Yes. What got really quiet for a bit there? Oh, chat. And me. Oh, I don't know. That's probably Lala or Landon. But yeah, I'm sitting there going, no one's going to buy that heart. Like, could you imagine me putting that one up for sale? It's a interesting piece. All right. Wake up, wake up. Oh no, I've got pastel all over my nose and I've already got makeup on. I just wiped my face. Yeah, so my therapist will have great joys listening to my leaps and bounds that I have made in that I haven't run for the hills yet. Yeah. For some reason, I actually really like this dude. And I chose him. He didn't choose me. So I think that's a big difference. Yeah. And he likes me back. And he totally gives me shit. Absolutely. Oh God, if he didn't give me shit, that'd be no fun. You've got, and that's what I like, is that he can give it right back. Yeah. Because otherwise it's like boring. God, I pay myself out daily. I need you to pay me out too. Otherwise, like, no fun. Yeah, no, and I do. I like that. I like that he can just hold his own. And he's good. It's good value. Yeah, so no, it's been quite the adventure. With the whole thing. And I got asked yesterday at my meeting, we're supposed to have organized the committee thing. And I'm like, yeah, I've kind of been preoccupied with dating in the last month. And they're like, oh, fair enough. I said, yeah. I said, I will get it organized. I said, I'll just be honest. I said, I'm like, I just have not even considered. And they're like, yeah, right. Yeah. There you go. Have you met me, Evelyn? My whole life is random conversation. I can't hold a topic for more than 5 seconds. Random conversation is good. I like random conversation. I can talk about whatevs. Throw up subject. Let's talk about watermelons. Watermelon. I actually wore watermelon lipstick to work, the color watermelon, work on. Righto. Jeffree Star watermelon. Bright, obnoxious watermelon pink. I had the shoes and the shirt to match. The shirt was just bright in color. But you go. See, look, talking randomness now. Oh, you can do it. Do you want to do it? I just thought, oh, everyone's probably bored with it, but I'm happy to do it. I thought, oh, we'll have a break from it if everyone was bored from it, but happy to do it. I just didn't want, that was more what it was about, was like, oh, they're probably all bored with it. Yeah, absolutely. International Women's Week too. International Women's Day. He's a smart man. Because we're so much smarter. Which is why we've been held back for so long, because they've always known we're smarter. All right. Okay. We will do it. I'm happy to do it. All right. We'll let that sit for a bit. Might give it a spray while I do it, and then come back and do the last bit of highlights that'll sit right on top. I'll just make sure she's got nothing on her face before I spray her. It'd be so good if we could just erase all the marks on our face like this. It's like trying to decide whether I'm going to go get a lip piercing, because my first lip wrinkle's getting quite divoted, and I'm like, maybe if I get a piercing in it, it won't be so obvious. I'm not ready for my first deep lip wrinkle. I don't like it. That was my 45th birthday present to myself, was, yeah, let's get a lip wrinkled. Okay. Aussie book. Aussie book. Aussie book. Aussie book. Aussie book. All right. As a slang. Done that. Yeah, we've done that one. Done who? I'm like, we're about to. We'll just start with J. IJ. Yeah. In like Flynn. You're in like Flynn, mate. Hey, you're in like Flynn. Okay. Basic. It's used at nightclubs and all a lot. When you might have met someone at the club and things are going well, and you'll go to your mates, you'll be like, hey, you're in like Flynn. Mm-hmm. You know what's going to happen later on. You're in like Flynn. Okay, so it's it's a way to seize an opportunity, especially of that kind. So you'll be in like Flynn. All right. Oh, hello, you're a bit cute. Sorry, got sidetracked by the dude. Inside country, okay. Going to the inside country, all of the big open sparse of emptiness that we have on the inside of Australia. In the guts, all right. So we're going to the guts of it, or in the guts of it, in the middle of it. So you're in the guts of the crowd, or you're in the guts of the country, or you're in the guts of the oval, or wherever you are, you're in the guts of it, in the middle of it. In like Flynn. Jody. Yeah, it's good that you'd recognize in like Flynn too. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, in the nutty. So I like to get in the nutty. In the nud is a great way to be. So it is to be without clothing upon thy body. You're in the nud, gonna go across it in the nutty. You know, especially if you're out camping, it's pretty much let's go light the fire in the nutty. So yeah, so in the nutty means without clothes. Man, we've had some good ones here. All right. Naked, yeah, naked, nutty. All right, jack of it. I've had jack of it. I'm fed up. I'm tired of it. I'm not doing it anymore. I've had jack of it. All right. So that's me with some of my work colleagues and their behaviours. All right, if you jack up again, so coming back to the jack up means you just refuse to do. You're not doing it. You're like, no, I'm done. So it kind of works in with jack of it. So you're going to jack up about it, and you're just going to be, we're done. And then that leads into jackaroo, which is a male cowboy. Okay. So yeah, so we call them a jackaroo. No, I don't use Jackie Howe. It might be used down south. It's not up here, but by the fact of it that it's to do something with a woolen shirt. God, I'm in Queensland. We don't wear shirts. Black or navy singlet, whatever. All right, the big one, my jaffles. See, my jaffles made it into my Oz slang. My jaffles are my closed up toasted sandwiches, like toasted pockets. We've done jaffles quite a bit in over my streams over the years. Oh, if I wear my jammies, okay, I'm going to go put my jammies on. I'm not going to be in the nud. I'm going to go put my jammies on instead, which means that I'm going to put my pajamas on to go to bed. So you either sleep in the nud or you sleep with your jammies on. Okay? So if anyone asks, how do you sleep? You go, I'm either in the nud or I've got my jammies on. This is a big one, and I know a lot of people find offense with it, but it's not an offensive statement here in Australia. We use Jesus Christ like just it's another thing. And in no way form is it meant to be like horrible. We just literally go, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. It's just an expression of everything. It can be surprise, frustration. Like if I hit my toe, I'm like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, all of that kind of stuff. So, and yeah, so that was that one. And then Jillaroo. So Jillaroo is the opposite to Jackaroo. So Jack and Jill makes sense, eh? Jack and Jill went up the hill. So in our case, Jackaroo is the male cowboy and Jillaroo is a female cowgirl. A Jimmy Woodster is someone who drinks alone at the bar. It's not used very often now. Joe Blow. Everyone's Joe Blow down here. Joe Blow down the street. I'm just going to go down and see Joe Blow down the street. It's just, same. You guys use like John Hancock and Joe Boggs, I think. We use Joe Blow, John Citizen, and anyone. Johnny Cakes that are like just flatbreads on fire. I don't use that. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ. It's use it all the time. And like it's something that we just use, like it's in class, everything. But it's over the fire. A joker is a man. Jumbuck, okay. Once upon a jumbuck, we're just starting to sing it. On the shelf. Yeah, anyway. So jumbuck is a word for sheep, old-fashioned term, okay. A jump about is cheap wine, metho. So over here, a lot of people, in order to get alcohol, will buy methylated spirits and have that instead. Oh, Casper, you are rank. Oh. We call a sweater a jumper. Okay, so, but very specifically, So a sweater in Australia is one that's buttoned up. I think you guys call it a cardigan. We'll call that a sweater. A jumper is one that you just put over your head. Okay, so a woolen one that goes over your head with no buttons and stuff, that's a jumper. And then jungle juice is any homemade liqueur and stuff. But yeah, so there we go. There's a bit of Aussieisms. Aussieisms for today. A bit of Aussie slang. Oh, no, Caspar probably ate it by the way he's smelling because there are noxious fumes being emitted. And it is not good. All right. So we're going to come back in now and just do some highlights because the thing of the when you spray it, it knocks it down, but it does allow you to come back in now and get some really specific highlights. So we'll come in and we'll finish that off, and then this will be done. Look at that. It's like wowza. Look at that. Get a bit of that in ya. Another Aussie term. Get a bit of that in you, mate. No problems, Jamie. I don't mind doing it. I love doing that. Because some of these terms I haven't heard. So I'm like, and because we, as most places do, there are terms that are used in the South for us that aren't used in the North, and likewise. So some of them I might not have heard of, but they might be used other parts of the country. So yeah. It's like the ongoing debate is whether it's a potato cake or a potato scallop. Even made it in the middle of a political discussion yesterday about the thing of changing everything to a potato cake, not a potato scallop, because of the bloody Southerners coming up and taking over our lands up here. Yeah, there's a constant argument then about which one's right, the Northern way of saying it, the Southern way of saying it. How are you, Winchester? You want to come up and say hello? People haven't seen you for a while. You're like, hello. You say, hello, world. Look at me. Hello. Oh, hello, my Winchester boy. It's like, hello, hello. And you go, I'm a cool cat now because I got into a cat fight the other day and I got my first nick in my ear. Look at me, I'm tough. Like, tough. Hey. Yeah, he has gotten big. He's my little boy. Hey. Bye, Winnie. My Winchester. All right. Yeah, so it's that constant thing of, do you say it this way or do you say it that way? And I'm like north, so my accent's even some of the stuff I say, I reckon the Southerners would think I'm speaking a different language. Glass wine. Evelyn, would you believe it that I have gotten in the habit of drinking myself every Friday night? So I'm understanding that. Hey, Shannon. You're so glad. Yeah, Shannon, you so don't have an accent, just like me. Our accent is the normal one. I totally agree with that. Totally. Everyone should just sound like me. And what's even better is what I love, and I'm sure you're the same, is when you talk and people have assumed because we don't have an accent, clearly, they assume that we don't have a brain as well. And then you say stuff, and then it's like, wait up, that doesn't match our pre-assumed ideas about how this person is. And you're like, oh, wait up. They might actually have a brain in there. I love that. I love seeing the face when that happens because it's so obvious. And it's like yeah, well, that's true, Angie. Yes. And then the people, it's always the whole thing of like, she's really intelligent. And I'm like, I know she is. They're like, Angie's really smart. She's way smart. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, she just can't speak. Yeah. All right. I've got chalk pastel everywhere. Yeah, way smarter. That's what I tell people. She's smarter than me, like by 1,000-fold. And I wouldn't call myself stupid, so right. Doesn't highlights make such a difference? I just love seeing it all kind of see. I don't think you have an accent anymore. You just said, yeah, that's it. But I do for just like Shannon, we don't, yeah, we don't think we have an accent, but it's in comparison to others around us, they may assume that we do. Let's put it this way: I go down south, and they can pick me as a North Queenslander real quick. Yeah, see, pros are in agreement. Oh, I love listening to Shannon and Brian. They just, yes, I agree. Yeah. I think it's amazing. What? Yeah, I can see. Oh, hello, my boy. How you doing down there? What are you saying? Have you eaten my rat? Is that what you're looking at? You seen it? Well, Brian has next. Of course. Brian does, yes. Not you. I've got the crows sitting on the fence out there just going off at us. It's like, hey, a bit pushy. Edgar. Actually, yes, he's a bit like that. He's like a little bit like, well, hello. And he's like really having a good old chat out there, going off about something. Something's clearly not impressing him down there. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's full on coming down, having a good old chin wag. Something going on. He's telling someone off down there. He's making his point known. That's clearly what's happening out there. Maybe are the kangaroos out back yet? No, it's too early for them. Oh my God, how Australian do I sound in the fact that I'm talking about the kangaroos and the huntsmen and the crows and the this and the that and just all in the backyard, you know?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm in highlighty zone. Yeah, you can hear me better now. Yeah. No, I fixed the microphone. Apparently having it plugged in helps and turned up. But what happens is because Winchester comes up and chases geckos up here during the night, and sometimes the things get knocked out. I was like, oopsies. Yeah. Just a bit more over here of some highlights, I think. Sorry, I'm kind of like in the zone. I need to come back to your... Alrighty. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Now I want to go to the Sydney Zoo. Yeah. It would do that. Heather, you would go crazy here with the camera. Yes, I totally agree. You would just love like our blue banded bees. Oh my gosh, you would lose it just over them. And we had a hummingbird moth the other day, and
Eat the umber.
down in the
Ian,
kitchen.
dear.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's all right. I get lost in my own yard sometimes. I'm just taking this way because there's a lot of chalk there. Just taking it away again. Yeah, they're beautiful. And, there's always something to look at in my garden, which is what's really nice. There's always something down there. And I love showing people the blue bees. Like the people unaware of like our little blue bees, and then you show them that they are actually real, and they're like, "Oh my lord!" And they're so tiny. They're just gorgeous. Oh, break it. Snap. Yeah. All right. So contrast is coming back. So we've got contrast and highlights now, and a finger. No, not purple. We've got they're kind of blue iridescent. So yeah, but yeah, I'd say more blue iridescence than purple iridescence. But yeah, uh, yes. So please, if you, yeah. If you ever notice that it's not hearing, just let me know, because usually it's the animals, Jamie. Yes, please do, because it'll be something being bumped and I'm not aware, like I haven't seen it or something like that. It's usually what the case is. That's what it was last time when you said you couldn't hear me. I had a look and yeah, it wasn't even plugged in properly. It was half in, so I assumed it was in, but it wasn't in. And I couldn't see the light. And yeah. All right. So what do you reckon? She's looking all right. I think she's doing okay. She's a bit pretty. Only taken 3 streams to get her done. Oh, and then I go put black straight on her face. Of course I do. It's a war stripe. Yeah. Wasn't there? You never saw it. All right. Okay, stop. Stop fiddling, Tammy. Stop fiddling. Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, I agree. I think she's just playing with it. I think so. I don't think she has any full intention of it doing anything other than just messing with its head. She's like, yeah, I'm not going to eat you. I'm just going to leave you there for my eternal enjoyment because I'm a psychopathic cat. And I will do as such. Alrighty. Look at that. It's time. It's about time too. Look at that. Look at me go. Alrighty. I'm just putting things away now while I'm talking to you. Anyone want to say some good last words before I shut us off and go, yeah, we're all done. And you go, yay. Any choice for the my next page? Leaving Kirby until Shannon's thing in April, so we won't do a Kirby, but I need something to do in between. So any ideas? Any ideas what I can do? She won't even touch a mouse. It's funny. Oh, Jamie, you are adorable. Thank you. Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at my lip divot, feeling old.
Hey,
Lip
Oba.
wrinkle.
It's Oba.
Yeah, no, my Storm's my mouse catcher. She just brings it in and goes, "Look at me, I'm so awesome," and then gets offended when I put it in the bin away from her. She's like, "Oh, okay, cool, no worries." I just know if she eats it, it's going to come back up for a double thing. But yeah, no, I've had it once. I prefer. No, I don't like the. No, and that's the thing. It was like I just had to accept it because I don't like the Botox component of it. I have had it once. I didn't like it. And like, don't get me wrong. I can see the little dip. I can see it, but no one else would notice it. It's just me because of my face. All right. So it is such a beautiful page. Honestly, do check out this book. So we got the Magical Worlds of Ambiflage. It's just full of beautiful, glorious, bright images, like the way he's done it. And it's all colored pencil work is. It is fantastic. So that's that one. And then we've got this one here. But thank you very much. And thank you for all the lovely birthday comments. It is very much appreciated. I like the fact that my birthday goes for extra long with all of you in the north. It's like, woohoo, I get 2 birthdays. Woohoo! The cat. Yeah, the cat is awesome, Evelyn. There's a few cat ones. There's quite a few little cat images through here. I think he likes cats. So there are a few cats, but yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Where is it? No, that's more of a squirrely thingy one. And then, I don't know. And then there's this one. But he's got a few. And there's some that are more fantasy and some that are a little bit more, like more whimsical and some that are a little bit more, look at this one. A little bit more realistic words. Like, look at this. I love that. It's so cool. Yeah. Spirit cat. Yeah. All right. I'm going. Thank you very much. I will see you in a couple of weeks. I will probably get into Renee's stream, but next weekend. I just won't be able to stream myself. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sounds good. I haven't done a Jane Hankins for a while. That sounds good. I'll have a look. Sounds like a plan, Jane. All right. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone. All the best. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.